Thanks for checking out the Mike Rochester YouTube channel. And today we're taking a look at an e-bike from a company called King Bull. And this is the Rover. It's a fat tire, dual suspension e-bike. And we're gonna unbox it and assemble it in this video. We'll test ride and review it in a separate video, so keep a lookout for that. And if you're interested in this bike, there'll be links in the description. So let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Let's get to unboxing. Let's pop this box open. Get rid of some of the styrofoam. Must be our accessories box here. We'll just slide the whole thing right out. Be really careful when you're popping these zip ties off. You don't want to catch a wire that you don't want to cut. Get that gray. That's nice. CST BFT 26x4 inch tires with a nice rugged thread on top. Stand it up here. Boy, does that look sharp. Go ahead and pull our seat out of here. We're gonna have a power button underneath here and our charging port on the other side. Looks like we got a Softail, folks. Let's take a look at these handlebars. 7-speed Shimano thumb shifter, twist throttle, hydraulic disc brake. Haven't seen control buttons like that before. So here's what came in the accessory box. Pedals, left and right. Our charger with cord and manual. Nice beefy headlight. Allen wrench set, a couple wrenches. Owner's manual. And the tools came in this little pouch. And that's everything that came in the box. Next thing we need to do is raise the double shoulder fork up. The first step is you're gonna wanna make sure that this stem is facing forward, just as it is here. So we're gonna loosen all 4 bolts. There's 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. And then we're gonna raise up the double shoulder forks to the highest position, and then we'll tighten them back down. It's a little bit difficult with one person, but once we get it going, we should be fine. We'll go ahead and raise that up. Get it up as high as it goes, and then we'll go ahead and tighten it down. Tighten them down on the other side as well. Get all 4 of them nice and snug. Let's assemble the handlebars. Our next step is to get the handlebars on the stem. So let's go ahead and remove those screws first. So when you pick up your handlebars, you want to make sure that they're facing the right direction, and be careful not to bang your display up while you're assembling them. Once you get that plate on and hold it in position, get a couple screws started, it'll be smooth sailing. Might be easier to get the first screw in by hand, and then the rest of them will be a lot easier to screw in. Anytime you're tightening down the stem, you always want to go from like top left to bottom right, top right to bottom left. This ensures you're not tightening the handlebars down unevenly. Handlebars assembled. Assemble our front tire. So this was just placed on for shipping, so we can go ahead and get rid of that. It's just garbage. I'm gonna go ahead and back the screw and washer off both sides of the tire. I like these safety type washers. They hold the tire to the frame if the nut ever became loose. 180mm rotors, that's nice. So what we're gonna do is take our rotor and stick it between the brake pads, and then we're gonna rest our fork on the axle just like that. Try it from this side and see if you could see it. We want to get our rotor between the brake pads and the fork resting on the axle, just like that. And now we'll attach our washer and nut to each side. And then we'll do this side. Take our supplied wrench and tighten them down. For the other side, tighten this side a bit. And then we'll make them nice and snug. Okay, let's see if we have any scrape. Wow, perfect. Okay, let's assemble the front light with the front fender. The way we're going to do this is we're going to want our light mounted here on the front, and our fender is going to be mounted here on the back, just like this, sharing the same nut and bolt. So the first thing we'll do, we'll take our light with our washer and screw and feed it through the front, attach our fender to the same bolt on the back side, and then we'll take our nut and attach that just like this. We'll tighten it down by hand and try and keep that fender up high. Go ahead and grab my wrench here. Hold the nut on the back and then screw the front screw down, and we'll make it nice and snug. You can always loosen the bolt here so that you can adjust your headlight up or down. I made mine nice and snug so that when I'm riding, if I want to adjust it, I can move it and it won't shake around. So we'll see how that is when we're riding at night. Now we'll go ahead and attach our wire for our light. It's only going to fit in there one way. You'll feel the groove, get it in place, and push it in. Simple as that. There's our headlight and fender. So let's assemble our seat. That's going to be simple. We're just going to take our seat post, slide it down, and latch it closed. Simple as that. Let's go ahead and assemble the rear fender. We'll just use one of these spacers for now and see how it holds up. Okay, so to attach the rear fender, we're unscrewing this screw as far out as we can so that we can latch it onto the seat post. I think that'll be the easiest. We're going to use one of the spacers and pop it right on. Pretty simple. And we'll tighten it right down just like that. Make it nice and snug. And then we can move our seat to where we want it and go ahead and latch that down. Okay, next let's assemble the pedals. Remember, there's a left and a right pedal. You always want to make sure that you're putting the left on the left side and the right on the right side because they're threaded differently. And as you can see, they make it really easy. Right pedal, and they're even showing you the direction to turn it. So can't get easier than that. We want to make sure we make them nice and snug. Then we'll go ahead and do the other side. Make it nice and snug. Perfect. Okay, that's gonna do it for the unboxing and assembly of the King Bull Rover. Make sure you check every nut, bolt, and screw, even if it wasn't part of your assembly, to make sure that you're riding safe. And like always, ride safe, have fun, see ya.